Hi, this is Nell Foster with Joyous Garden, and today I'm going to show you how to prune an iceberg rose. The iceberg rose is a ubiquitous rose. You see it everywhere. It's one of the top 10 landscape roses on the market, so it's used a lot, and it tends to get a rangy kind of a raggly form if you don't keep it pruned. You are probably most familiar with the white iceberg rose, which is shown here. You can look at that one right there. But what I'm going to show you on today is the burgundy iceberg rose. I'm going to pull a little bit of a switch. And here in Northern California, actually I'm just south of San Francisco, the roses get pruned at the end of January. And you, wherever you are, you want to prune your roses after the danger of frost is over. We do it here, as I said, at the end of January, and that's when we give it the real good pruning, and that's what really gives it the shape that it needs. This one got pruned back to about 2 feet. If you have an older one, there's an older white iceberg in here, so we only take that back to about 3 feet because it's gotten sort of a gnarly old trunk on it. So that's the pruning that really sets the tone. And you want to take out any damaged or dead wood, and you want to take out any branches that cross over too. And then you make your cuts where you're going to cut them on an angle with the terminal node facing out. And this is an area very close to the Pacific Ocean. It's only like a quarter of a mile away. So it can get really foggy and it's cool. These are cool, damp summers. And iceberg is subject to black spot. There is black spot, which I'll show you later on this rose when we zoom in on the close-ups. And you want to keep this part thinned out. This has not been thinned out yet. I'm going to thin out the inside because you want the air to circulate through. If you're in a real sunny, warm area, you probably don't have to worry about that much. But we're going to take we're also going to take out some of this foliage in here too, so that it opens the rose up. And as I said, it gets kind of a rangy form. It looks better if it's kept a little bit more contained. So throughout the season, I make cuts after it has bloomed, and I'm going to show you those cuts close up too. But just go all the way around and make the cosmetic cuts, because that's what's going to keep your rose blooming more too, because the more you prune it, the more blooms it is going to give you. And you would do the last pruning here. We do the last pruning probably around October even into November, and then we force our roses into dormancy because we don't freeze. So now I'm going to go in and I'm going to show you where I'm going to take the cuts so you can see it close up how it's done. So as you can see, these blooms are spent here. So I'm going to go in and I'm just going to take it a couple down. This is not a hybrid tea, it's a landscape, it's a floribunda. So I don't need to go all the way down. I'm going to go right above here. I'm not going to go right at the node, or I'm not going to go in the middle. I'm going to go just like a couple hairs above, and I'm going to prune at an angle, and that's the cut. And then that way, this is called the terminal node, and the node that's inside of here. So the branch that's going to come out that has the blooms on it is going to come out here, because you don't want to, I wouldn't want to do this one, because then that's going to force the growth to go into the middle. And if you remember, I don't want a lot of growth in the middle. I want to keep this open so the air circulates. You also get better blooms. You can see them more if they're on the going around the outside of the plant rather than all on the inside of the plant. This, as I said, is a burgundy iceberg. There's the white iceberg. We also have a climbing iceberg rose. It's the white one, and it goes over the gate in the front of the house. And iceberg all pink and bright pink. So when you hear iceberg, don't only think of white. It comes in different colors. So if you keep up on the pruning during the season, you will get much more blooms, because as you can see, the blooms come in clusters here, and you will have great blooms. I don't go through and take out each of the dead ones in the cluster. I wait until they're all gone, and then I just take the whole stem out. And that is how you keep an iceberg rose blooming and looking good. This is Nell Foster, and I've just told you how to prune an iceberg rose.